Hello again. It's time for my Sunday shoutouts. And for this week, I am shouting out 5 people under 100 subscribers, 4 people under 500 subscribers, and 1 person under 1,000. So let's just get to it. First person I'm going to shout out is Chapter 108, I believe, if that is Roman numerals, and I remember my Roman numerals. I watched her Pirate Book and Scallywagathon, and I really enjoyed that. There were a lot of Peter Pan books in this video that she talked about, and they were really interesting. There were a couple of really interesting books in there that made me want to pick them up, so I was really interested in that video. Plus, I just like her style and all her other videos that she has. Definitely a person you should check out. That is Chapter 108. Next person I'm going to talk about is BrightSideGirl. I watched her April wrap-up. Really interesting set of books she had there. She was really excited about Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Made it sound like a really interesting book. I know a lot of other booktubers have talked about it, but she really made it interesting to the point where I think I might pick it up. She also talked about Frozen, which is a Melissa de la Cruz book, which I think I read some old vampire books by Melissa de la Cruz. I don't remember what series, but I haven't read Melissa de la Cruz in a long time. So it was kind of interesting to see that book. That sounded kind of interesting. And also she had a glowing review for Heartless, which I haven't picked up, but I have started reading some of the other Marissa Meyer books. So I might pick up Heartless one day, especially based on that review. So again, another person I really liked. I really liked the book she covered and the way she covered the books. So that is TheBrightSideGirl. Next person I'm going to shout out here is A Court of Words and Booknerds. I watched her Bookish scenario book tag. I don't usually watch a lot of book tags. For some reason, I just clicked on this, and I was really glad I did because I really like the way she presents herself. Very fun way of doing a book tag. She had a nice little story about how she destroyed one of her friend's books that really kind of cracked me up a bit, and I'm definitely going to be checking out more of her videos. That is A Court of Words and Booknerds. Next person I'm going to talk about is The Literary Life. I watched her April wrap-up and made TBR. I really enjoyed it. I hope her eye is okay. If you watch a video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I really feel for her and her goat. I hope her goat is okay as well. The Literary Life, very fun video. A lot of interesting books she covered, and that is The Literary Life. Next person I'm going to talk about is Blue Fairy Tales. I watched her book haul, and again, I really enjoyed it. She had a series called Skullduggery Pleasant that sounded really interesting. I actually, after I saw her hold those books up, I was like, ooh, these sound interesting, and I might have to put that onto my radar because I haven't heard of that before. They both sounded like some really interesting books, but again, I just like the way she presents herself. I really like the way she talks about the books, and that is Blue Fairy Tales. And that is it for my under 100 subscribers. Now I will do the last 2 categories, my under 500 subscribers and my last under 1,000 subscribers. So let's just get to that. First person I'm going to talk about here is Paige Turns. She does a really interesting thing where she talks about scary books for children and young adults. So the young adult and children's scary books, which I haven't seen anybody really talk about. So it's a really interesting concept for a channel. And again, I just enjoy the way she talks about the books, and the content obviously I really enjoy. So that is Paige Turns. Next person I'm going to talk about is Rebel Carol. Again, she has a really good selection of books. I like the way she talked about the books. I watched her hooray for another book haul. Really interesting selection of books. Talked about You, and she talked about Discovery of Witches. I've heard a couple of people talk about those books, and I definitely am interested in buying those books, especially after hearing how she talked about them. Again, I really like the way she presented herself, and I just like the way she did her videos, and that is Rebel Carol. Next person I'm going to talk about is Alex Black. I watched a couple of her videos. I've watched her May TBR, where she talked mostly about thrillers, and I watched her massive May book haul, where she got a lot of her books for $5. She got a huge box of books, and I'm really jealous of that deal she got. And she got a lot of good books in there too, so I was pretty impressed. And again, I just like the way she does her style. I like the way she does her videos, and that is Alex Black. Next person I want to shout out is Badger Reads. I watched her April wrap-up, and again, I really enjoyed the selection of books. I really enjoyed the way she talked about the books. I also like some of her other videos here, her auto by SFF authors, and I actually did pick up Spellbook of the Lost and Found. I haven't read it yet, but I am kind of interested in reading it soon, and as soon as I read it, I want to check out her review because I really am interested in what she thinks about the book. And again, I really like the way she does her videos, and she's definitely somebody you should check out. That is Badger Reads. And the last person I'm going to shout out today is Bookishmel, who is in the under 1,000 category. I watched her May book haul, and it was really an interesting book haul because she covered a lot of Japanese novels, mostly Japanese horror novels, a couple of Japanese crime novels as well. But I haven't read any Japanese novels. I still have one I got from my Nocturnal book box that I had never read yet. I would be interested in checking them out, and this is a great video if you want to check out some Japanese horror novels, because she does cover a bunch in there, and she also covers some other very interesting books in her book haul. And again, I just like the way she presents herself, and I really like the way she does her videos. That is Bookishmel. And those are all the channels I'm shouting out this week. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.